The front cover is all you see, yeah. You even have it just for show, yeah. Never return to the library, cause you wanna read it slowly. Then you cringe at every page you read, and rip up every page you see. I ain't romance, more like mystery, but you never know it though. You say that I'm crazy, but you don't know me. But you don't know me. You say that it's easy, but you don't know me. But you don't know me. Yeah. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Know me. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know me, not everybody be like you, yeah. Only ever reading half the book, yeah. Don't rage when you lose the page, cause you're only on page 2. Oh, you thought the words were see-through. You thought my blurb was the issue. They say the best people are crazy too. You say that I'm crazy, but you don't know me. But you don't know me. You say that it's easy, but you don't know me. But you don't know me. Yeah. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Know me. You don't know. I know I'm a closed book. I'm sorry, sorry, so sorry. It's because I can't explain my situation easily. But here's one thing you should know: I'm doing it for my sanity. I never make disclosures, cause I never have closure. You say that I'm crazy, but you don't know me. But you don't know me. You say that it's easy, but you don't know me. But you don't know me. Yeah. Know me. You say that I'm crazy, but you don't know me. But you don't know me.